So, so, all right, let's learn about this customization set. We got stencils, we got stickers, we got tape rolls. This is gonna be real complicated, isn't it? But hey, you want to pimp out your ride? You gotta do so for another $10. How about that? How do I go back? What is the hotkey for going back? Oh, there's that. So what is Nintendo Labo? You can build a 13 key piano, a fishing pole, even a motorbike. Hold a recital, catch a fish, win a race. Man. Yeah, I know, right, Brian? You were low on tape? Why don't you just buy one of these? They got tape. Uh, this is, I'm not disappointed because I really do think this is going to be great for kids. But, like, look at how complicated this is. I, it's string and it's cardboard. But do you think you could put this together? I don't think I could put this together. Not quick. At least when I was a kid, I don't think I could. Yeah, that's my other issue. They brought up the same three things they showed. Is that is that all you can really do? Like, tell me that I can do more with the fishing pole attachment. Tell me I can do more with the motorbike one. You know, uh, not just racing, but can I do like trials? Instead of just fishing, can I like fish for other stuff? But like holding a recital, it's like, okay, well you got that, but is there like another rhythm game that's gonna happen, or is this just I'm gonna press buttons and it's gonna make noise because I can buy a keyboard at a store and it's gonna have more keys. So, and then this right here, does it show my mouse? I'm not sure. You see? Oh, you could. So this right here, you see this kid painting all over this? If I spent $70 on this, my kid would not be painting it. I can guarantee you that would remain cardboard colored for life. Uh, because I'm all in favor of kids being creative and like painting and shit, but give them a coloring book. Give them a watercolor set. Do not give them a $70 piece of cardboard and say, fuck it up. Because they're gonna add too much paint and it's gonna sink into the middle, or they're gonna like start stabbing it with the colored pencils or something. Like, no. Motorbike could be used for Mario Kart. Advertise that. That's the thing. They need to advertise that if that's the case. So, what is Nintendo Labo Studio? Be one of the first to try. Parents, do you have one or more kids ages 6 to 12? Live near San Francisco or New York City? Want to attend a 3-hour Nintendo Labo Studio hands-on event? If so, it's your blow for a chance to attend. And the answer is no. I am none of those things. But like, oh man, I hate this server that it put me on. Man, when is Twitch Chicago gonna be back? But like, you're telling me that for 3 hours I have to bring my kids to a hands-on event for a cardboard. Oh, there's the headset. Yeah, it is just aesthetic. So where does the console go? And there's a kid with his dad. Dad's like, all right, but we need to put this together. He's like, no, I'm just playing normal games, Dad. Why do you think I wanted that shitty cardboard? Uh, this looked cool. Okay, if I could like pause that and show that. They showed in the trailer how it you could turn basically your Joy Cons into like a RC animal or person. That's cool. Spend more time on that. That is neat. People will pay that kind of money knowing that you can do RC shit. That looks so neat. I can't even say how cool that looks. I mean, I did, but you know. So is there anything else about Nintendo Labo that we don't know? I think we pretty much covered it, right? That's the gist of what we got going on. It's it's neat. Yeah, 70 is asking too much. I think if I could sum it all up in two sentences, Nintendo Labo is neat. $70 is too much. And, to add another sentence, $80 is way too much. I and here's the thing I don't get. You got the $70 price tag on the variety kit and the 80 on the robot kit, and that makes sense, in the sense that this is going to cost more to produce, but the robot kit has very limited things you can do with it. I fully believe. You're gonna have some kind of mech fighter game, and they're gonna let it tie in with ARMS, and then that's it. But, the people who are crazy about that game ARMS took off, that's gonna sell a lot of copies, I think, for those people. And I want Nintendo to succeed, but at the same time, man. So, Gundam for kids. Hey, you know what? I would say if Nintendo had done this before PSVR, before HTC Vive, they would have been very, very successful. I think they missed the boat. For the first time, I think Nintendo missed the boat. Because I think this goes into the same category as VR in the sense that it's completely different from VR in the sense that it doesn't use a headset, but it's the same in the sense that it's trying to trick you into thinking that you are in the world of the game. VR does it better. But this is, what a kid could do in lieu of VR, so maybe it'll succeed. What is Project Robot? I'm not too familiar with that one. So maybe it got canceled. Yeah, this is a defense I can give on this. Uh, VR is better for us because we are older than the age of 12. Labo is for people who are not yet the age of 12. It is for people who literally cannot use VR. Or rather, they shouldn't, It's, if a kid uses VR, it messes with their eyes. So that is not allowed. Uh, so Nintendo had a brilliant idea with this, which is how do we get the VR market that is starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger? Because every time someone tries VR, they want it. VR is addicting. It's so fun. This market is getting bigger. How do we get the one section of the market no one else can get? How do we get the kids who cannot use VR, and then they come up with Labo? And oh, it got canceled? Oh, that fucking sucks. Anything Miyamoto works on, I hope gets finished. It's Miyamoto. It's gonna be great, but I don't know. Anyway, I just saw something funny. So as long as they market it like that and they compare it to VR headsets and say this is the VR equivalent that your kids can actually do safely, they'll be incredibly successful. Because the price of $70 or $80, that sounds insane until you compare it to 400 or 600 for a VR headset. It's like, okay, well, I'm willing to spend $400 on myself for a PSVR. Why can't I buy my kid this $70 thing? When you're comparing it to $400, $70 doesn't seem like that much. But when you're comparing it to what it is, which is a piece of cardboard, $70 is too much. When you're comparing it to the quality, where a PSVR, you hold it and you're like, this is expensive. I understand that it cost me a lot of money, but what I'm holding in my hands is worth that money. When you compare it to that, and it's like I spent $70 for cardboard. It's like I'm not really feeling it. But there is a way to market this, and I trust Nintendo. They did a shit job marketing the Wii U, but I think they've learned their lesson by now, you know? And Mega Man, it seems like that a little bit, on like one level, but I'm thinking of it in the sense that they're trying their hardest to get a market that no one else can get. And was Labo the right move, or was it the wrong move? Because by having it be cardboard, you're able to cut out a lot of the cost in producing it. So that means they can put it up for a price that might be lower. And then by making it non-VR, where you don't have to have a screen in front of your eyes, you allow someone as young as 6 to play it. And 6 is just the minimum that they say. I'm sure plenty of 5 and 4-year-olds would be given this too. It's like, well, they're old enough. I'm sure they can handle a Labo. What do you think? Yes, let's get them a Labo. And then they get them a Labo, and it's like, you know. Hey, you know what? This is my analysis video. Everybody welcome. I might put this on YouTube, but I don't know if I can, really. Milano cookies. Hell yeah. Yeah, Brian, I don't know if you read it, but Smart Guy literally just said that in Discord, where he's like, think of this, some kid spills their juice box on the cardboard, gotta spend another $70. It's like, yeah, that's true. Like, cardboard will protect against some things, but liquids, probably not. The thing is, Mega Man, I agree. So if they are marketing this as a your kid will have fun building this type of thing, they're way off base. No kid is going to build this. No one at that age range is going to build this. If they're marketing it as, okay, well, your 6-year-old can use this and you're going to have to build it yourself, the parents will do that. Parents will say, okay, well, if this is going to be fun for them, I'll build it, you know. Like, I helped my friend build he found some kind of Cars 2 or Cars 3, like, playset type thing. It was, like, really intricate. He got an incredible deal on it, and we spent, like, an hour putting that son of a bitch together. And his kid loved it, you know. Pretty easily torn apart, I'm sure, but, you know, it's plastic, so it works. That's the difference with this. Like, this is cardboard. You kick, if your kid kicks a plastic Cars 3 playset, it may go in a million pieces, but you can put them back together. Your kid kicks a Nintendo Labo, what's going to happen to it? Oh, erector sets? Yeah, I never had any of those, but I always thought they were so cool. But yeah, so, I don't know. As far as the adult market, though, because they did say, for adults who are kids at heart, what adult is going to buy this? I'm curious. Because if I had money to spare, I would kind of want to get it just for the piano. That looks really fun, but what am I going to be able to do? You know, is this, am I going to just build a little toy piano and dick around on it and press buttons and it makes a noise and like clap my hands and go, ha ha, hey, it works, it's cardboard, it makes a noise, like, it's neat for like 5 minutes, and then you say, well, okay, is there any games I can do with this to keep the enjoyment factor out of the $70 product? Or do I tear this son of a bitch apart and turn it into a fucking fishing rod? Like, and that's my other question too. You see in the variety kit, there's so many things you can build with it. Are these all separate pieces, or are they the same pieces? They almost look like separate pieces, which would be better. But if they're all the same pieces, and you say, man, I'm really liking this piano game. I kind of want to go fishing. Do you have to take that all back apart and then put it together in the shape of a fishing rod? I don't I don't see that working. Like, especially if your kid is like, I want to play fishing. It's like, again? You want to play fishing again? You just got done fishing. Now you have the piano. Play the piano. And then the kid starts crying, and it's like, fine, fishing rod. So 90% of your day is just taking this little piece of shit apart and putting it together in different shapes. And then you throw it in the trash. It's like, I don't know, someone stole it. Uh, yeah, they did have the punch out things. So I'm hoping that means that each one is for a specific shape, and then you can have like the the fishing rod, and you can have the house, and you can have the motorcycle, and you can have the piano, and then you can have like the I guess the RC controller thing. But then you have an issue with that too, where you got kids who are, and I have to start all these with you got kids because who's gonna? None of us are gonna buy this. I'm assuming. Uh, but say you have a kid. No, say you have this yourself. You put this together. You put together all of them. Maybe you even get that $10 little customization kit, and you put all the stickers on that bitch, and it looks just how you want it to. And then you're playing the piano. What do you do with all the other pieces? You throw them in your closet? Do they not get destroyed that way? Like, I have been really careful with my stuff. I didn't play Guitar Hero for a few years. Got the guitar back out. The whammy bar was broken. So, what do I do with that? My guitar, like, I can't play Guitar Hero with the whammy bar broken. It makes everything sound terrible. So, what do I do now? This is literally cardboard. I throw the house in my closet, and I'm like, man, I want to play house or whatever you do with that. Take it out of your closet. It's smashed in. Okay, well, what about fishing? Oh, the rod is bent, and it's cardboard. It's not like that's gonna spring back. All right, well, what about motorcycle? Oh, well, the throttle is gone. Okay, what about the piano? We're missing a couple black keys. Well, what do I do now? Because now this $70 product doesn't work anymore. You know, that is why all video game consoles so far have been plastic and not cardboard, among other reasons, right? But you know, the Switch. You know what? No, the Switch is a very light console. It's that part's gonna work. When you put the Switch in, it's probably gonna feel just as light as cardboard. You know, it's not gonna feel like, oh man, now I can't lift this up, or man, it's gonna bend the cardboard or something. Like Nintendo did a great job at making this console portable, so it's gonna end up being something where you can put it in any of these things. It's not really gonna feel weird. I would like to point out something I just noticed. If you look at the fishing rod and where the switch is, are we not gonna pretend that a 6-year-old kid isn't gonna try and like reel in a fish super hard and then sling the fucking switch halfway across the room? That is attached by a string. And if I understand strings, they're not exactly pliable. They're not like stretchy or anything like that. So it's not like it's gonna be rubber and then oh they pulled it up, but it's weighted down to the ground, so now it's not gonna go flying. No, it's a swing, a string. I mean, you're gonna swing it and it's gonna go flying. I, if I was a parent, I would not get that for my kid. I would just give them the motorcycle one and the house one and the piano one. So but I don't know. Like looking over this, like this was a pretty major announcement, I'd say, and this is not the last we've heard of this. I'm fully convinced there's going to be a Toy-Con 3 and 4, probably even announced before this one comes out. But, uh, you know, really the question isn't like who here is going to get it. It's a question of did Nintendo do the right choice, or is this going to be just an absolute mistake? Oh yeah, absolutely. The problem with a kid using anything handheld is it gets nasty and it has a risk of being broken and stuff like that. So Nintendo Labo, that's putting your kid not only in charge of a $70 piece of equipment, but a how much the Switch retail for? $300 piece of equipment, right? So, and then with the robot kit, do you not expect your walls to be dented in from like your kid just going crazy and punching through the drywall on accident? And then your kid's hurt, and then your Labo doesn't work properly anymore, or your Joy Cons get broken, or whatever's in the hand, and then your wall needs repaired. Was it worth $80 and like a minute of fun? Wait, is that confirmed, Brian? Is that like an actual estimate? Oh wait, you're talking about the Switch. Never mind. I thought you meant like the Labo, like a Labo Switch bundle type of thing. So yeah, I don't know how much else there is to really say about this. I think we've covered pretty much all the bases, and Nintendo Labo is it's something to keep an eye on. I think in like a few months when this actually comes out, we can see was this something that was worth getting, or is this something that is going to be a flop, for lack of a better term, right? So I'm gonna try and host somebody incredibly popular to see if it gets me an auto host in the future. So I'm gonna do that, and if I stream later tonight, which is a plan, I hope to see you guys here. If you haven't followed my stream, please do. And if you want to join my Discord, got this right here. And other than that, we pretty much have to play it by ear as far as the Labo is concerned. We'll see what happens, and we'll see if it's worth actually picking up for, someone who isn't 6 years old. So you guys have a good day. I will see you later tonight if everything goes as planned. If not, I will see you after I get back from my trip. Thank you all for stopping by.